In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to set permissions on Google Workspace for clients. We'll walk through creating a dedicated group in the admin console and configuring it so you can safely grant and manage access for client work. Using a group is the cleanest way to control sharing on Drive folders, calendars, and other Google services because you assign permissions once to the group and manage membership separately. Start by going to the Google admin console. Make sure you're signed in with an administrator account that has permission to manage groups. Interfaces can vary slightly between editions, but the path we'll follow is consistent across most setups. From the homepage of the admin console, click Directory. This is where all your users and groups live. Inside Directory, choose Groups to open the list of existing groups in your organization. Click Create Group. This creates a container you'll use to grant access to clients without having to edit individual files or services each time. Enter a clear, consistent group name. A good pattern is to include the client name and purpose. For example, something like Client Project Access. Consistent naming helps with auditing and reduces mistakes when multiple teams are involved. Next, type the group email address. Keep it short, readable, and aligned with your naming standards. Avoid personal identifiers. If your organization uses multiple domains, pick the one intended for client collaboration. Add a concise description. Explain what resources this group controls and who should be members. Descriptions are invaluable months from now when someone else needs to understand the group's purpose at a glance. Under Group Labels, click Security. A security group is optimized for permissioning and access control across Workspace and third-party apps. This keeps the focus on access management rather than email discussion features. Click. Next, to move into configuration, edit the access type to match your risk posture. For client-facing groups, it's common to keep membership controlled by group managers and to prevent open joining. Choose the most restrictive option that still supports your workflow. Then, edit the access settings. Define who can view conversations, who can post, and who can join. If your clients are outside your domain, allow external members, but limit posting and visibility to managers or members as needed. Consider hiding the group from the global directory if it's sensitive, and turn on moderation if you anticipate external email traffic. The goal is to minimize exposure while keeping collaboration smooth. When everything looks right, click Create Group. Your new group is ready to be used to assign permissions to Drive folders, shared drives, calendars, and other resources, giving clients exactly the access they need. No more, no less.